Hey there, are you aware that GitHub Copilot is a fantastic sidekick for Visual Studio Code? It provides Java code suggestions and aiding with programming tasks. I'm Rory Preddy, a principal cloud advocate at Microsoft. And in this video, we're going to explore a practical example of using Copilot with Java and Spring Boot. And we're going to go in and refactor an existing project. If you're new to Copilot, consider watching an intro video on this powerful AI tool before joining me here. So first, let's look at our project. Now I've got my pom.xml and my pom is my project configuration. And in there, you'll see there, I've got the actuator, JPA, web, my H2 database, and the starter test. And this allows me to use all of the built-in Spring Boot features that I'm going to highlight. And then in my application, I've got a list of to-dos, and I take those list of to-dos and I can save them, and then I find them all. So let's run this now, and let's get our list of to-dos. And what you'll notice here is that I'm only actually calling a database and retrieving the list of to-dos. I'm calling the to-do repository, which extends the JPA repository, and then I'm getting a list of to-dos. What I want to do is actually have a REST controller. So I'm going to go ahead and create a REST controller. So I'm going to go new file, and I'm going to go to-do controller.java. And in that to-do controller.java, I'm going to make sure that that to-do controller utilizes some of the Spring libraries. So I'm going to go in and copy some of the Spring libraries I want to use. And then I'm going to go into my to-do controller and I'm going to start annotating it. And I want to help Copilot understand what to do there. Generate a REST controller with the path of /. Let's see what it gives me here. And let's see, it knows that I need REST controller. That's great. Let's see if request mapping /, which is great. And then I want to actually add validated, which will allow me to validate that the class is correct. And then after that, I can start actually going in and creating my methods and variables. I want to go in and first create a private variable of final repository. You can see there, it's actually warning me that it's not actually being used right now. Wow, it actually says, oh, you want to use this? Yeah, please, thanks, that's great. Next, I want to actually go in and start creating my post method. Let's go generate a post method to create a to-do. Okay, that's great. It's going to go post mapping, and let's see what the method is that it wants there. Okay, response entity, create. I'm going to accept that. I want to change it a little bit there because the industry standard is to actually go in and create a URI. Oh, you can see, there we go. I didn't see that, but it URI create, and that's great. It's actually went and created that. Next, I want to go in and create a get method. So generate a get method to go in and retrieve the to-dos. Generate a method to list all the to-dos. That's great. Get mapping, I like that. And then find all. It didn't really understand what I was saying there. So I want to actually help it out there. And I'm going to go public response entity. Yeah, I like what it's saying there. But I want to actually just change that also to say list to-dos. Oh, I need to go in and create my generics. Here we go. And then finally, I'm going to go return response entity to-dos. So those are my two methods that I've got here. I've got my get mapping, and I did it through the comments, and I created my front of my REST controller, request mapping, and validation. Let's test this quickly, and then we can see if this runs, and then we're going to add a unit test for our project. I'm going to go into start, I'm going to hit run, and with the Spring Boot actuator, it's going to go in and create my post mappings and then also my get mapping. You can see that even with the actuator, it shows me where I've added the URLs there, and then I can go in there and I can click on the URL there, and you can see there I've got my objects retrieved already. Quite simple and quick to do. And let's go in and now create our unit tests. So let's go into our demo class here, and we're going to go new, create a to-do controller test.java. And I want to help Copilot understand what to do there by actually telling it which classes I want to use with my imports. You can actually use the IntelliSense, but I find that if I know which classes I'm going to use, it's better to actually say, hey, I want to use mock MVC instead of Mockito. So next I want to go in on my to-do controller class, and I want to actually just add in one more import here for Jackson, because I want to go in and marshal those classes. So I'm going to annotate my class with @web MVC test, which is a great class to actually use for MVC. And then I'm going to also auto configure it. And what this does is that it actually goes in and it sets up everything for my class to be able to use mocking with mock MVC. There we go, auto configure mock MVC. Great. Now let's actually go in and wire up our beans here. First, I want to go auto wire, create my mock bean here. Let's go in and see if Copilot can help us. I knew exactly what I wanted there. And mock MVC. Next, I want to go mock bean, and I'm going to mock my repository with Copilot's assistance. And let's see if it knows what I'm talking about here. There it is. Very clever, Copilot. Next, I want to go in and create my unit tests. Now, let's see if it actually is clever enough to go create my unit tests. Else, I'm going to go, look at that. Generate a test method for the post method. I want to see what that is there. And I can actually go in and cycle through it. If I don't like it, let's go test and see what it does there. There we go. And let's see if I can find out. So I'm going to go view completion panel, and I can open my completion panel there. And I can go back in there and there. Okay, so I can go see suggestion 1, suggestion 2. Let's see which one I like here. Set description completed. I like this one. And let's try that one. I'm going to go accept the method here. And over here, it's going to go description completed. Wow, learn JUnit 5. That's brilliant. So now I can go in there and see if we can run it. Else, I'm going to go in and refactor my test to see if I can get the entire unit. And it runs it. It loves it. So now I can go in and run the entire project, start to finish. I want to actually just open up my terminal window here. So I'm going to go terminal, new terminal here, and I can go mvn test and package, and it should run start to finish with that. And I can do a final test at the end of this. I can actually go in and test the URLs again, but I'm quite happy that everything is running. Copilot allowed me to choose the method that I wanted, and also reiterate and also generate from the tests. GitHub Copilot is an incredible tool for streamlining work and increasing efficiency, allowing us to focus on complex and creative tasks. However, remember that Copilot isn't perfect, and as developers, we're responsible for our own code, whether AI assisted or not. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Explore other videos and learn how you can use Copilot with various languages and frameworks.